Hello, everyone. We have a really special edition today, straight from Mexico, where I'll be talking to OXXO's Enrique Chanes. And then later on with Gary Winter, we will be discussing this absolutely incredible out-of-home market. Modern Expo provides an integral ecosystem of screen-operated lockers, screenless autonomous solutions, refrigerated lockers, and even personal parcel lockers, powered by in-house developed software. Hi, everyone. I have just come back from Mexico, which I think is an absolutely incredible market as regards out-of-home. I'll be talking to Enrique Chanes from OXXO, the leading convenience retailer in Mexico. And then later on, Gary Winter and I will be discussing the implications of what I've seen out there.
Today is a really warm day. I think it's about 32 degrees.
And going up.
in Mexico, in fact, in Monterrey, Mexico. And I'm really excited to be with Enrique, who's Business Development Manager at OXXO. But what makes me really, really excited, you're going to share with us. Why am I so excited about OXXO?
We are a Mexican retail convenience store chain. We have 22,000 stores all across Mexico. We have presence in other countries also, like Peru and Colombia. And we're starting, and that's why we're collaborating with you guys. And we're very excited also to be working with you, developing this fulfillment project.
Did everyone hear that? 22,000 retail points. And I remember when we were talking in a bit more detail, the group actually has some other stores as well. And I think together it's 25,000 retail locations just in Mexico. And as Enrique said, other countries also in Latin America and I think somewhere in Europe as well.
Yeah, we're part of the Valora group in Europe, and we have some other stores in Europe also.
So we are going to show some really cool images from Mexico, which I think is a future locker and Pudo land. And I have
Hopefully.
a secret feeling that OXXO and Enrique here are going to be a major part of achieving that. So we'll carry on. We'll see you soon in a different place in Monterrey. So as you can see from the beautiful background, Monterrey is very, very well placed, but we're not going to talk about the geography today. We're going to talk about lockers. Surprise, surprise. Now, there are not too many in situ, but surprise, surprise, Amazon has most of them. And this is one example. So I think this is probably the first Amazon locker that I have ever videoed in Mexico. And I suspect that over the next few years, we're going to be having several more, perhaps not necessarily just Amazon ones. And we'll be sharing them at some stage in the future. So, Enrique, this is something quite unusual in Mexico because there's not many of these things around, are there?
No. This is the second network of lockers that's in Mexico around.
So you've got, at the moment, as I understand it, you've got Amazon, who have something in the region of 500 lockers?
Yes, something like that.
And this is the big new thing. It's going to be coming out soon, I think.
Yes, next month we're rolling out our C2C service in Puebla, and we plan to roll it in at least 2 more cities during this year.
So what's really interesting is these guys are going to do something quite unusual. It's going to be quite a dense network, as I understand.
Yes, correct.
And people will really have the convenience of having a machine like this very, very close by.
Yes, they would do it via our app. So they can reserve space, and then they can reserve a space where another customer is going to pick that package up. So it's designed for C2C. So we're trying to get into that market.
So I'm not going to spill all of the beans, but there's going to be some really exciting stuff. I think the marketing team have got some great ideas.
Yes.
One thing I will share, because I don't think it's so confidential and it's really cool, is that the machines are going to have names.
Yes.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of the set of names is going to be based on Aztec rulers.
Yeah, we're trying to have local and regional names that people can relate to. So yes, some Aztec rulers, some food also that's close to the region. But yeah, you can identify them by name.
So let's watch out for this, because I think this is going to be something really big. It's something new. For the first time ever in the Out of Home report, we are going to cover some countries outside of Europe. And because Mexico is big, 120 million people, it's going to be in this year's report as an additional chapter. And then maybe next year we'll do something dedicated. So Enrique, really good luck with your initiative.
Thank you so much.
And it was really great talking.
Thank you so much, Marek.
Gary, as you know, I've just come back from what I now understand is North America, because I was ignorant and I'd understood that Mexico was South America, but no, it's North America. So back from Mexico, and guess what I saw?
A burgeoning e-commerce market that nobody understands.
A virgin e-commerce market, but a virgin e-commerce market with the most incredible opportunity in terms of last mile delivery, a network that boasts up to 25,000 retail points.
Yeah, you mentioned this to me before, and it's kind of a number that does not compute. UK's biggest retailer, Tesco, 3,400 stores. Nobody sits thinking, I really wish Tesco had 8 times as many stores. It would be really helpful to me. So I can't imagine what sort of density 25,000 stores must actually look like.
Well, I mean, we need to bear in mind, Gary, that Mexico's big. It's about 120 million people. And I was staying in city number 3, Monterrey, which has a mere 6 million.
Yeah, but that's only double the size of the UK. The UK is 65 million people. So you've got 8 times as many stores servicing twice as many people. So I hear the geography's larger. My favourite comedian told a joke. He said there's so much competition on the high street. There's been a pret-a-manger has just opened up as a pop-up shop inside his local pret-a-manger. There must be OXXO stores inside OXXO stores to achieve that.
Well, listen, the most amazing thing is literally you walk a couple of 100 meters and you go from one OXXO store to an OXXO petrol station to another OXXO store to a discount store, and I can't remember the name of the brand that's also owned by them. It's incredible. And just to give you an idea, the biggest network that I've seen it's similar. It's a 7-Eleven type network called Żabka in Poland. It's got about, I think, 11,000 now. Oh. So it pales into insignificance. But what is even more interesting, Gary, this is really a Pudo maniac's paradise, because the stores, the vast majority, are open 24/7. They have parking spaces in front. And then if you're not a Pudo freak, but a Pudo and locker freak, because they own the premises, you got a lot of freedom to put lockers in front. So you can imagine what I felt when I saw that.
Yeah, it just reeks of opportunity, doesn't it? And I think Mexico is in the top 10 for growth in terms of e-commerce. So the spend per head, the deliveries per household are increasing year on year faster than almost most other countries in the world. So the demand for out of home and the demand for delivery, and then subsequently the demand for out of home can only grow and grow, I guess.
Well, absolutely, and you're already seeing. So of course, surprise, because it's right next to their home turf. Amazon are there. By the way, my first boss at Amazon was called Arthur Valdez, so you can guess where he originated from. So, Amazon's there. You've got Mercado Libre, which is a big e-commerce in that part of the world. You've got the Chinese that are beginning to have an interest. You've got a really good local carrier called Estafeta. So I think when you put all of those ingredients together, things are going to be happening there big time. It's interesting because it's not a place we normally talk about. It's not a place I normally go to. But I'm going to make a little bit of a prediction. Next 5 years, this is really going to be a place that's talked about. OXXO will be something that's talked about. And I think it'll be really interesting to do a follow-up video and to talk about what was happening now and what will be happening there.
Yeah, it will be fascinating. I think I'll be at the age in 5 years from now where I won't be able to work my own webcam. So assuming I can get some help with that, we should definitely do a follow-up.
Thanks for watching this Last Mile Profits video. For more up-to-date last mile news and analysis, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn.